Happy Wisdom Wednesday, everyone. And yes, I know I'm not holding a book. I'm actually holding a Kindle. And I know for many of you who own libraries like me, blasphemy, I know, shame on me. But I did think about getting a Kindle more specifically when I travel. Plus, there's a lot of books that are actually not available except for Kindle format. And that leads me to the book of the week. You see, recently, I've come across this book that is the #1 bestseller in 1 hour short self-help books. There is such a category. And with over 756 reviews and a 5-star rating, I said, I have to just get the Kindle because I am curious about trying it out. And is this book really good? And that book is the One Sentence Persuasion course by Blair Warren. Now, I read a lot of books on persuasion. Is there in fact a book that's good enough that it came up with one sentence persuasion? And the answer is, yeah, it is one sentence. And let me read to you specifically from the Amazon webpage what the book is about. And I think this is a very compelling way of putting it. Of course, it's a book on persuasion. Even the most powerful persuasion strategies are useless if you can't remember them when you need them. And that's quite true because there's a lot of ways and tools to persuade, but if you don't remember them in the moment, they are in fact useless. So I went and got the book. I will say I do love the Kindle. It's fantastic because I just like the way it fits, and then this paper wide edition is easy on the eye, so it's kind of fun where I can get whatever business books I want, because there's some business books I don't want to spend up too much real estate just getting a random book that'll be out of date in a year, but I'm able to go through it very easily on the Kindle. But let me read to you the main section from the One Sentence Persuasion that really embodies the book. And again, this is not a replacement for the book because this book does go into details around this, but this is the One Sentence Persuasion. You ready? People will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. Now, there are 5 elements of persuasion within this. Let's kind of break that down. You find ways to encourage somebody's dreams, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help throw rocks at their enemies. Now, let's go to another really great book on persuasion, and this person is one of the foremost experts in persuasion in the world, and that's Scott Adams' Win Bigly. Now, this is a fantastic book for those who are students of persuasion, and Scott comes up with a persuasion stack, things from extremely low in persuasiveness, which is analogies, hypocrisy. Those things do not persuade, to the most persuasive. At the very top of that list, #1 is big fear, no surprise, but #2 is identity. And when you look at some of the great books in history when it comes to persuasion and mass persuasion, for example, if we look here, Eric Hoffer's True Believer, where back in the 40s, Eric Hoffer wrote a book about what creates mass movements. Why were people convinced in Nazi Germany to become Nazis? Why do communists become radically moved, when it comes to the idea of communism? It has to do with identity. And this One Sentence Persuasion course really breaks that down, because when you're able to find a way to help someone you're trying to persuade, by encouraging their dreams, justifying failures, allaying their fears, confirming their suspicions, and helping them throw rocks at enemies, you have now brought yourself closer to that person because you understand something about their identity. And not only do you understand it, you help amplify it, right? And if you think about the most persuasive things in the world, whether it's companies, people, politicians, that's what they're able to tap into. It's that emotion. If we think about emotion, it's really energy in motion, right? And this One Sentence Persuasion course, I think, is very much worth it because it helps you focus on a very foundational piece when it comes to persuasion. So that is your book of the week. Go out and get it. If you're into Kindles, or want to try it out, I do recommend the Kindle. I do like it. Again, not going to replace my library. But for a lot of those quick reads, things that are business books, things that, I need just access to right away that I don't have the time to wait for, I do recommend the Kindle. So that's your book of the week. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Stay safe out there. And as always, I'll see you next week. Bye for now.